What's going on, guys? I want to real briefly talk about my 5 thoughts or 5 tips as it pertains to the Open, because honestly, the Open is here. The Open is upon us. We literally did the games 2 months ago and the Open's here. It's absolutely stinking crazy. But before we get started, insert awesome montage of Winston. Alright, so my 5 tips as it pertains to the Open. Number 1 is the idea of the hay's already in the barn. It's a metaphor that my coach used to use back in the day for college football, and at the time it didn't really make any sense to me until he explained it, so let me explain it to you. The idea is the work's already been put in. Like, you've put all the work in. You've been out there, you've harvested the hay, you've picked up the hay, and you put the hay in the barn. So now it's time to reap the rewards you've sown. So kind of see what have you done? What work have you put in? So comparing this back to the Open, let me compare it real fast, is the idea of you shouldn't be so nervous about the Open that now you're thinking, okay, maybe if I do 500 burpees tonight, I'll be prepared for the burpees in 20.1, which is in a few days. Don't go out there and injure yourself trying to get better at something with 2 days to spare. It's probably not gonna happen. Now, you could probably improve on something for 20.5, which is in 5 weeks from now, or 20.4, which is in 4 weeks from now. But really, when it comes down to it, you can't really improve on something with 3 days to go. So my point is, don't use something or do something in excess to try to improve at it when the expectation is the workout's in 3 days. The work's already put in. Trust the process, trust yourself, and enjoy that 20.1 is right around the corner. CrossFit Open tip number 2 is my idea of treat the Open workouts that are coming out, like 20.1s in a few days, treat it like a regular workout, but at the same time, don't. And I know that's kind of contradictory, so let's get into it. The idea is, don't be so nervous about 20.1 that you just can't function. You're just freaking out, you can't function, you can't think about anything else. And that's my idea of treat it like a regular workout. If you went to your regular class and they were like, hey, today we're doing burpees and thrusters, you'd be like, cool, we're doing burpees and thrusters. You might be kind of nervous because you hate burpees and you hate thrusters, but you wouldn't freak out about it. So treat the Open workouts similarly. Don't freak out about the workouts. If it's burpees and thrusters, be like, okay, I've done this before. I've been here before, I did it in a class workout, and now I can do it again. Now, my other idea is treat it like a regular workout, but at the same time, don't. So the don't portion is the idea of, if I gave you a workout that was burpees and thrusters, we're going to use that example again. If there was a class workout, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to jump out and do this workout. But when I say treat it like a regular workout, but at the same time don't, I now mean don't just jump into a workout. Instead, go in with a game plan. And that rolls into my Open tip number 3, and that is go in with a strategy. Don't just do the workout for workout's sake and go out hard. Instead, go in with a plan of some kind. And you should do that for every Open workout. And honestly, if we're being honest, I do that for every workout I do, no matter if it's an Open workout or not. That way, when I get to an Open workout, I'm like, oh, I can strategize for this because I've strategized every workout I've done up to this point. And so go in with some kind of plan, some kind of strategy. How are you going to break this up? Or what kind of round times are you looking at? Or something of that nature. Or, what weight are you looking to hit? What are your weights you want to hit? Something of that nature, and it'll really help you out. Open tip number 4 is my idea of don't compare yourself to others. Now, I realize that the Open is a competition with other people. So, the leaderboard in and of itself for the Open is a comparison of you to others. And it's important to compare yourself to others to a degree, because if you're trying to qualify to the games or go to a sanctionals or just compete in your gym, you obviously have to compare yourself to others. But what I really mean by this is the idea of, if you work out next to other people, so say I'm doing the workout and I'm next to somebody else, I have a game plan going into this workout. Like I said for my Open tip number 3, I have a game plan. The person next to me might have a completely different game plan because it's a completely different person. They might be faster at this movement. They may not be as weak. They might be stronger than me, whatever the case may be. So they have a game plan and I have a game plan. So stick to my game plan and don't base my abilities or don't base my kind of pacing off of someone else. Just remember, stick to your lane essentially. I'm doing the workout. I don't care what they're doing. I'm going to stick to my game plan essentially. It's important when it comes to the open. I mean, the open is all about comparing ourselves to others, but at the same time, you really need to retrospect, look at yourself and say, okay, this is my game plan, I'm gonna stick to it, and I think if I do this, I'll be happy with my results. My fifth and final open tip is the idea of if you have to redo. So if you have to redo it, which stinks, but if you have to redo it, make sure you go in with another plan. Don't do the same plan you did the first time and expect different results. That's just not gonna happen. So look at if you filmed your workout, which I would recommend you do, if you filmed your workout or have someone write down splits for you, you can take those splits or take the film, look at it and think, okay, how can I do this better? Did I rest too much? Did I break this up too much? Like, how can I improve my score? How can I lift more? Whatever the case may be, take those data points, look at it, come up with a different strategy and attack it the same way, or not the same way, attack it with a new strategy in mind. Because again, like I mentioned, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go out hard, you're not gonna have a different score than your first time, because if you did the same strategy the first time, it's gonna be the same score, and it's not gonna be worth your time. So guys, I hope that helps out. Those are my 5 tips for helping you attack the open workouts. I know I use all 5 of those when I do the open workout. I go in with the strategy for sure. I try it out. If it doesn't work, I reevaluate and come up with a different strategy. So hopefully that helps out. I'm excited for 20.1. Kinda, sorta. Let's see what comes out. It's gonna be 7 minutes of burpee box jump overs. I totally know it. See you guys there. Bye.